Today our lesson will focus on the theme art and music and how it can be used to support the language learning, especially for teenage learners. We are from group 14. Our group consists of 4 members, which is me, NURALLIAH NAJWIN JASNI, IZZATI binti Muhammad SUKERI, SYAFII NAZRAN, then SHAHARUDIN, and also the last one, SURESH SIVALINGHAM. Art and music are the powerful tools in the classroom because they are naturally engaging. By combining the visual elements like artwork or optical illusions with music and rhythm, students will experience the language in a more meaningful and memorable way. This theme will also encourage the learners to explore the ideas, express their emotions, and understand the different perspectives, which this will support not only the language skill but also creativity and cultural awareness. And since teenagers often connected deeply with music and visuals, this theme is especially relevant for their interest and learning style. To guide our lesson, we use the task-based language teaching approach, which is TBLT. This approach focuses on students using the language to complete the authentic, real-world tasks. Instead of they just memorizing the rules or vocabulary, learners will communicate to solve the problem, give opinion, or share their experience just like in real-life work. TBLT has many benefits. First of all, it helps to build the fluency, confidence, and collaboration. And by using the authentic materials like music video, students will feel more connected and motivated. This approach also supports critical thinking and creativity, especially when discussing themes like art and music. I think that's all from me.
Why we choose this video? For our lesson on the theme art and music, we choose the music video The Writings on the Wall by the band OK Go. We chose this video because it blends music with visual art in a really creative way. It's full of optical illusions and artistic visuals that are not only entertaining, but also thought-provoking, perfect for capturing the attention of teenage learners. The video keeps students engaged visually and mentally. It encourages them to ask questions, describe what they see, and express their opinions, which is great for promoting discussion in class. Why it's suitable for language learning? From a language learning point of view, this video is very suitable. The lyrics are clear and natural, making it a good source for listening practice. Also, even if students don't understand every word, the strong visual storytelling helps them follow along. We believe this video supports meaningful communication, which is a key idea in task-based language teaching. It helps learners build vocabulary, improve speaking skills, and use language to describe, explain, and reflect on what they saw. Most importantly, it fits well with the art and music theme and allows students to explore both in a creative and fun way. That's why we believe The Writings on the Wall is an ideal video to use in our lesson.
So I will be presenting the next part, which is lesson plan, based on the music video The Writing on the Wall by OK Go. This lesson uses the task-based language teaching approach, or TBLT in short. TBLT is about helping students use the language to complete real-life tasks. It focuses on communication first, then on form and accuracy. So, for the first part, is pre-task stage. We will begin by showing a short muted clip or still images from the video. Then, students work in pairs or small group to predict what's happening. Then, we introduce key vocabulary like illusion, perspective, reflection, and miscommunication. This stage aligns with TBLT because it helps students activate prior knowledge, get curious about the content, and prepare for the task ahead. Now, let's move on to the task cycle, which has 3 parts, which is task stage, planning stage, and report stage. First, during the task, students will watch the full video. Then, in group, they choose key vocabulary that they find interesting from the video. Their job is to discuss how each key vocab that they choose works and what it might represent. For example, how it shows confusion or miscommunication or different perspective. Next is the planning stage. Here, each group will prepare a short explanation or mini presentation. As teachers, we help them by answering questions and helping them with grammar or vocabulary if they need it. This stage helps students organize their idea and improve their language use. Finally, in the report stage, each group will present their content to the class. After all presentation, we have a quick class vote to choose which group gave the clearest or most creative explanation. This cycle supports task-based language teaching because it starts with meaningful communication and then focus on language accuracy during the planning and reporting stage. And for the last part is post-task. After the group presentation, we highlight useful grammar and vocabulary that students use. For example, passive voice, phrases like it appears to be, or expression such as this represent. Then, we explain why these are useful when describing visual or abstract ideas, like the illusion in the video. Then, students will write a short reflection about how illusion relate to their life communication or misunderstanding. This gives them the chance to use what they learn and connect it to their own experience. This stage is important in task-based language teaching because it helps students notice and improve the language they use while also deepening their understanding of the topic. To sum up, our lesson uses real and interesting content. It follows the TBLT process, starting with preparation, moving through a task, and then ending with a reflection.
Now let's look how our lesson keeps students engaged and supports their language development. So teenagers are naturally drawn to fast-paced, visually interesting media. The writing on the wall is full of eye-catching illusions and creative camera work. The music is upbeat and the video filled with the surprises which helps maintain students' attention, make the lesson feel fun and modern. So next we are looking at our lessons encouraging the language development in three key areas. So first is listening, second speaking, third is vocabulary. For the listening, the students need to listen actively while catching the video to understand what's happening and identify the different illusions. For the speaking, during the group tasks and presentations, students explain what they saw and describe visual tricks using the new vocabulary. For the vocabulary, we focus on useful and interesting words like illusions, perspective, depth reflections, and visual trick. So these are repeated and the uses context during the task. This lesson also fosters the creativity. Students are encouraged to describe abstract visuals, think critically about what they see, and even draw or present their own explanations. In doing so, they become more aware of how modern art and media can play with perceptions, helping them think more deeply and creatively. Finally, it's a great opportunity to connect English learning with culture and visual storytelling, which can make language learning more meaningful and memorable. Finally, to conclude, art and music are powerful, creative ways to make language learning more engaging. Our chosen video, the writings on the wall, blends music and visual art in a way that really captures the attentions of teenagers learners, especially the teenagers lah. So by using the task-based language teaching approach, our lesson encourages real communication, critical thinking, and the use of rich descriptive vocabulary. Through these lessons, students improve their listening, speaking, and vocabulary skills while having a fun exploring something meaningful. Overall, this shows how language learning doesn't have to be boring. It can be artistic, interactive, and truly effective. So that's all from ours. So thank